Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
A friend of Jay Slater allegedly called Johnny Vegas, one of the men he partied with before he vanished, on the morning of June 17. Ayub Qasim, a convicted drug dealer who says he goes by the Vegas nickname, claims he received a panicked call about Jay lying in a ditch. Former detective Mark Williams Thomas, who is out in Tenerife investigating, shared a bombshell update on X today. The ex-cop, who worked on the Madeline McCann case, said he tracked down Qasim and grilled him on the bizarre mystery. Mark said, "Ayub has provided me with his account of what he says happened on that morning, Monday the 17th of June. The investigator describes Qasim's version of events, including Jay's insistence on leaving the Airbnb early that morning despite the offer of a lift. Mark goes on, Ayub says, he says to him, "Mate, just chill out. I'll drop you off in town when I wake up properly." Jay, went, "No. I'm hungry. I need to get a scran. And the woman told me I can get a bus every 10 minutes to Los Cristianos." Ayub, then says he gets a call from a friend of Jay's who says that he's in a ditch somewhere and he's been cut by a cactus. Lucy May Law, who traveled out to the island with Jay, is believed to have been the last person to speak to him. He apparently called her in a panic, lost in a mountainous area, with little phone battery and no water. That was the last time his phone pinged and he hasn't been seen or heard from since. Lucy previously told how she tracked down the two men at the Airbnb and quizzed them about her friend's disappearance. At the time, she said it was weird and suspicious. Some reports have suggested Lucy knows the two men, although it is not clear how. Despite police clearing the two Brit men to return to the UK, there have been calls for police to speak to them again amid the ongoing mystery of Jay's disappearance. Mark went on in his video update, "The evidence still strongly supports that Jay left the Airbnb suddenly, walked for 30 minutes before wandering off-road. However, as part of this investigation, we have sought to identify and speak with as many people that Jay had contact with whilst in Tenerife. The result of this digging has opened up an established criminal network with links to drugs, violent crime and theft. You will appreciate that at this stage, I cannot expand any further on what we now know. However, at this stage, I'm unable to say if this network has anything to do with Jay's disappearance, but remain open-minded as we continue to investigate." By Ellie Dowdy, Foreign News reporter. Monday, July 8 marks 3 weeks since Jay Slater, a 19-year-old from Oswestwhistle, Lancashire, vanished in Tenerife. The apprentice bricklayer, who flew out to the popular holiday island for a rave festival with friends Lucy Law and Brad Page, has made headlines around the country. On Sunday, June 16, the three of them headed off to one of the events at Papagayo nightclub. In the early hours of Monday 17, Lucy and Brad were ready to head back to their hotel, but Jay wanted to keep partying. It was then that he left the south of the island and headed to an Airbnb in the northwest with two British men. Our channel revealed the identity of one of them, convicted drug dealer Ayub Qasim, who spent 9 years behind bars in the UK. For days it was thought that the second mystery man went by the name Johnny Vegas. On Sunday, former detective Mark Williams Thomas, who is out in Tenerife investigating, said Qasim told him he is in fact the man behind the nickname Johnny Vegas. We don't yet know the identity of the second man, who remains a key part of the puzzle in Jay's mysterious disappearance. Qasim claims he drove Jay and the friend back to their accommodation and said they all went to sleep. In the morning he offered to drive the teen back to the Los Cristianos resort after a nap, but Jay, hungry and tired, said he wanted to leave immediately. Lucy, the last person to speak to Jay, claims she had a panicked call from him soon after he left the holiday let, telling her he was lost and thirsty, his phone was about to die and that he'd been cut by a cactus. Jay had been seen by the owner of the Airbnb that morning wandering around near the rural de Tenno Park, a mountainous region close by. He is believed to have been attempting the 11-hour trek back.